have a little chat about the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday. So y'all know how it goes. You start the year in January. New year, new me. I'm going to be in the gym all the time. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to do better. And I'm going to start working on my spring break body, my summer break body, whatever the case may be. And then you go through the summer, you go to the beach, you take your swimsuit photos and you're sucking things in and putting on cover-ups, whatever the case may be. This is what we do. And then fast forward in the fall, it's sweater weather, it's chilly weather, it's all of the fun, warm, comforting things that we love about the season. And then there is Thanksgiving and Christmas, the two biggest eating holidays of the year. And if you're like me, this is a time of year where it is easiest to kind of lose track of some of your health, wellness, or nutrition goals. I mean, it's in your face all the time. I'm honestly working out less this time of year because I just don't feel like it. I normally walk and it's too cool. I don't feel like getting up in the morning, putting on sweatpants, going to the gym. I'm just kind of off the wagon. And coupled with the fact that you've got these big holidays with such an emphasis on a smorgasbord of food, it's very, very easy to have some small setbacks. So let's talk about what we can do to get ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday. So 3 tips. Number 1, enjoy yourself. Now this may seem counterintuitive to whatever I just said or whatever we're working on, but there is really very, very little benefit to deprivation. There's no benefit to starving oneself, to having negative self-talk or negative thoughts about food. No food is bad. Your body requires fuel to be healthy, to keep going. Food tastes great. It's an enjoyable experience. Go into your holiday gatherings with the mindset that you are going to enjoy yourself and that it's okay to do so. So, what does that actually look like? Tip number 2, we're going to strategize going into the day. You already know it's Thanksgiving. What's on the menu? You name it. So there's 2 different ways that we are going to approach the you name it scenario. Strategy number 1, if you're a Noomer like me, you're probably familiar with the color system where we have green foods, which is mostly fruits and vegetables, things that have low calorie density. And then you've got yellow somewhere in the middle, and then red, fats and oils and sugars and so on. All of these are a necessary part of a balanced diet. But what we can do with our you name it buffet is have less of the lamb, ham, and ram, and more of the greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes. Balance your plate. Have a little bit of that turkey, a little bit of that ham, and maybe go a little bit heavier on the greens. Go a little bit heavier on some of your vegetables and your other lower calorie density foods. The second strategy is what I normally lean into, is to have a little bit of everything. Now, to be completely honest with ourselves, when you walk in and you smell all that good food and you see all that good food laying out and being prepared, it's not so much that you're super, super hungry, because you know the food not going to be ready until 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Anyway, you've already probably eaten by the time you got there. If you know better, you know better. But anyway, it's your senses. You really just want to taste everything. Your appetite is probably this big. The sensory stimulation is probably this big. So what I like to do is get small tasting amounts of everything. As a matter of fact, you could even opt for a regular like tablespoon instead of a serving spoon to help you accomplish this and get a little less on your plate. But have small tasting size amounts of everything as if it's like hors d'oeuvres, and then go from there, which leads to my third tip. Listen to your cues. Read the room, or better yet, read the room in your stomach. So if I've gotten this plate that has small amounts of everything that I wanted to taste that day, I eat. I wait for a period of time to let everything settle, and then I try to be honest with myself about whether I'm still hungry. If I'm still hungry from those small amounts that I ate, I'm going to go back for round two, and I'm going to approach it the same way. I'm just going to have little bits of everything I want in smaller quantities. And then if I'm not hungry anymore, we stop and we wait until we're hungry again to eat. I think this is the hardest thing. At least it's the hardest thing for me personally, because I have gotten so accustomed to ignoring my hunger cues. It's not that I'm hungry all the time. It's that I just want to taste things, or I'm bored, or whatever the case may be. And I might be sitting here feeling stuffed, but I'm ignoring that to put something else in my mouth so I can taste it. So that one takes practice. It takes discipline. It takes strategy to understand what's driving that and find alternative ways to satiate the mental part of that, as opposed to overindulging the physical part. But it does work. It does work, and you'll feel better about what you've eaten that day, the choices you've made, because you will have enjoyed your food. You will have had a strategy to enjoy that food, and you will have listened to your body and honored it and not overindulged. So you guys, I hope this tip helped you on this Tip Tuesday, and let me know, what are y'all planning on doing with these next few buffet holidays? See you later.